Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? It's wee Paddy from across the shuck, and you're very welcome back to the channel. Well, we're going to look at this knife today, but we're also going to look uh, at a few other different knives from Germany. I've got this thing at the minute for German knives. I've been picking up some really lovely ones that are made in Germany. Now, they mightn't all be Boer. In fact, some of them aren't Boer. But I mean, Boer is the one thing. I do collect Boers. I have about 8 different Boers. I'm going to show one today. But this one to start with, I've just received this. I just bought this off Tam, a friend from Scotland, a new friend from Scotland. And this is the Indian Head, handmade in Germany. Now, it doesn't give a maker. And I haven't been able to find out any information on it. So any of you Americans out there can help me with that. That will be put. Now, I was trying to decide who made this in Germany, and the original sort of Boer things come straight to mind because they're the biggest producer of handmade knives in Germany that I know of. So you can see this Indian Head on here, 1902, which I'm not sure the significance of that. Maybe that's when they were first made, the Indian Heads. This one was made by C.Risner, which is the grandfather of, I can't remember the fellow that now runs it, TPK knives, traditional pocket knives in America. And it was the grandfather that would have had this made, I would have thought, because this is dates, as again, loosely between the late 70s, maybe early 80s when this one came out. This one's like new. It has only been taken out to look at. There's a couple of little scuff marks that you can see there where a 3-blade knife you would often get. But apart from that, I mean, there hasn't even been an edge put on it. I'm still deciding whether I want to. I probably will do because I hate having a blunt knife. But just at the moment, I'm just enjoying having it. It has got the most delicious stag on it. And this little rounded crest here is so beautifully fit in. Inside, absolutely sparkling. On the back, it is gorgeous. A real different type of bit of stag that's sort of worn here. But I love that. And I love this raw bit of stag up here. It's just a beautiful knife. You can see it's a Stockman. It's got the 3 blades, a lovely clip point with a long pull, and then the 2 smaller blades, the sheep's foot and the spay blade, which I think is fantastic. This shape is really good for getting into like the bowl of a spoon or something like that. If you were carving, an absolutely super knife for that. I know that's not what his intended task was, but I find it really useful for doing that. Each of these 2 blades have 2 Indian heads on it. The front one, the same again, 2 Indian heads, and you've got C.Risner on there, and it's got made in Germany, as it has on there, handmade Germany. I've a suspicion this could well have been made by Boer. And the reason I'm going to say that is, I mean, just there's not many knives that have the little round, you can see that the Boer little tree on there that Boer use. Is that a giveaway? I'm not sure, because this one here is J. Swilling, Henkel and Swilling, I think it might be, with the 2 dancing men on it. And again, I think this might have been made by Boer. And the reason I'm saying that is, here's something. Let me just show you. I want to show you the clip on this one. Or it's not a clip. No, it's not that one I'm going to talk about. Here's another one that, this is a Russell Barlo, but this was made by Boer, I believe. Oh gosh almighty, got the jitters, old man jiggers, my apologies. There we go. Right, we're back. We're back. So if you can see the style, I want to see the style of the long pull is very similar, although it's smaller than this one, but it is very similar. It has that very much a slanted down one. And on this one, it has that slant. You can see that slant that goes down at the front. Now, it's much more prominent than that one, but it's sort of hints that I think it could be made by Boer. But whoever made it beautifully well. There's no half stops in this, but the fit and finish is stunning. Absolutely stunning. Now, again, I bought this in the second-hand market, and I paid about 50 quid for it. And I thought when I bought it, I'm maybe paying more than I want. But when you get it in hand, listen to the snap on that thing. It just brought the other one down. It is just a stunning, stunning knife. So pleased to have that in my collection. And again, if anybody knows if it was Boker that made it, just a few of the little signs that it is Boker is sort of sticking out. I mean, even, and I know this was made sort of 40 odd years ago. There's different finishes to the end cap here is sort of pinched, if you like. And on this end, I just think it's so beautifully made. To me, it nearly has to be Boker. But I have been wrong before. So I've got that one. And some of the other German ones I'm going to show that I've had in my collection a while. This one I've had the longest in my collection. This is beautiful with the droopy danglers there, shield, which I love. This is in buffalo horn. Look at the striations on that there. Isn't that just... I just think this is class personified. And again, you have this lovely big book. This is Frank Buster, the Fighting Rooster, and you can see it has a matchstick and a matchstrike pull on it. Beautiful swedge on the clip, and this is a commemoration from. This is one of 250 from 1995, and it's Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, which I take it as the England rugby song, and it's also, this is number, I think this is number 100, isn't it? Yeah, number 100. So this is a really, you don't see many of these about. I haven't seen many of them, but it is a beautifully made knife. Again, that really lovely belly on that little spay blade. I just love it. And again, oh, good gosh, get this closed. That's making that very tight. There we go, that's better. You get that lovely sheep's foot. Couple of little scratch marks there, but really wouldn't bother me. There's the Fighting Roosters. And Soligen. Again, I don't know whether Boker even made that, because it's, again, just such beautiful workmanship in them. And another couple that I got last year, I got this one, which is beautiful. This is the Russell Barlo, which was an American company. But I believe that this was made by Boker. I just think this is all the hallmarks of a Boker, a more modern Boker. But I think this one's quite old. You can see it's got Russell Barlow on there. Lovely long pull. Again, you got that slanted entrance into the long pull itself, which makes it great for getting it out. Not much of a swedge. Most Boker knives don't have it. It's the same sort of, well, it's exactly the same layout as a Boker Barlow. Except it's obviously made by Russell, or not made by, owned by Russell, who got it made for them. And I believe this one's definitely a Boker one. But like I say, sometimes I get these wrong. But there you go again. It's lovely. It's got a little bit of a mark there. It's just a walk and talk and everything. Again, I could see this being made by Boker, but it's something I'm not 100% sure of. And then there's the Swilling Henkel. This is beautiful. This is a copperhead. This has the most gorgeous clip on it. But again, to me, is that Boker? It could well be Boker. There's nothing really to say that you can see it. It's in stainless. J. Henkel. I just think it is lovely. No half stop. Not the firmest of snap on it, but it's very usable. There's not a problem. And then you got that lovely Skinner on there, which is just beautiful if you want it for small game, but it's such a useful blade. Anyway, centering is fantastic on them. Again, not a gap. That might be the slightest of a wee line. No, I can't see. I can't see any light through them anyway. It's just this beautiful jigged bone is really stunning. And you know, it's funny. All my knives up until I got this one, this is a double. The last one I'm going to show you is probably, this is the Boker. Absolutely, this is a Congress. And this is so beautifully made. Lovely thick stag on it. Beautiful fit and finish. Not a gap in the slightest. Everything is done to Boker's normal high standard. Beautiful sheep's foot here. And you can see there you've got the Boer markings, Boer silage in Germany. Just beautiful. Absolutely stunning. There's half stops in this one. This would have been the higher end range one, especially with that beautiful stag on it. And you can see you have the tree on the other blades, but lovely, lovely knife. Just beautiful. And it has, which I love, and I wish more companies would do this now, is look at that for a little beautiful knife, a coping blade. It is stunning. I just love that. You get so much whittling done with something like that. And I tend to think of these as a whittling knife because you get 4 blades. They're different. I just think the 2 main blades, are sheep's foot. And then you get the pen blade and you get the coping blade. Look at that for a lovely sheep's foot. I just think these are some of the best knives in my collection. Really are. They're prized by me. I just love each and every one of these. And I really am chuffed to get that Indian head. I think I've only ever seen maybe 2 or 3 Indian head knives on YouTube that I have seen. But again, just beautiful. And I wanted to throw one other German one in because I had German knives out. And it's this one, the 3 rivet knife, which I've just recently got. It's not centered perfectly, but it's not rubbing. It locks up beautifully. This is a fantastic work knife. It's literally just over 3 inches by a couple of millimeters. It's just tiny bit over 3 inches. For me, I would use and carry it as a work knife or in the woods. It is a stunning knife, and I have really enjoyed C75 steel in that. And these other ones are stainless, some carbon. I think that one's carbon. I'm not sure what the other steels are because I don't have boxes with them. These are ones that I sort of bought on the second-hand market. This one's in C70. I know that because I have the box. Just a beautiful knife. So, I mean, I do love my Boers. I say I have about 8 Boers that I really treasure as part of a collector's case, collector's package. But these other ones, which are made probably by Boer or another German factory. I mean, I'm saying that because I don't have any great knowledge of other German factories outside of Boer and sort of the 3 Rivet company. But as a collection, I'm absolutely chuffed. I really love this. So thank you, Tam, if you watch this. It's a beautiful knife, exactly what you'd said it was, and that's all we can ask for in a second hand. And it is beautiful. He even said there was a couple of little bits of rubbing. I appreciate that. And that's all it was, light rubbing. Not going to worry about it whatsoever. It's a 3-bladed knife. It does happen. Maybe it shouldn't, maybe people would say, but these are handmade knives. And maybe that's just part of the handmade part of the knives. Doesn't bother me, and I'm really happy to show them to you. If you have got any details in any of them that I haven't sort of said, which was very little, just please let me know. Just hit me up down below and let me know any information that you do have about them, if you've got one of them, and if you've just had them in the past. But I absolutely adore them. There you go, a wee Saturday ramble on German knives, and thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment if you would. The subscription means a whole lot to me. The other 2 just mean every bit as much, and it's all free. So take care now. Paddy's away for a wee cup of tea. Bye-bye now.